Hi, Hex here. I know I haven't posted in a while. I actually have a couple of half-edited videos from around the holidays that I just never got around to finishing. So if you see a Christmas video in April, I don't want to hear it. It got posted when it got posted. But I do want to jump back into things because con season will be upon us before we know it. My family does have tickets to San Diego Comic-Con again. Plus, there are a couple of smaller regional cons that we plan to go to this spring and summer leading up to San Diego. One of the things that I have done as part of my preliminary planning is I decided to go ahead and splurge on a new pair of American Duchess boots. This is actually my first pair of boots from them. I have several American Duchess heels, but when I show you, you're going to understand why. These are the Edith Boots in black. If you've ever purchased anything from American Duchess, you know they are a little bit pricey. These were $300, but the quality is amazing and they can be used forever and ever. Basically, as long as I take care of these and maintain them, they can last the rest of my life. So I can justify, that's how I justify it, okay? I'm going to try them on here in my craft room because if you have ever purchased American Duchess, you know that they ask you specifically to try them on inside in a carpeted area. That way, if there's any issues and you need to return them, they're not scuffed or messed up or anything. So you will always get this little note in here. The other fun thing that I love about American Duchess is that they always give you a little candy, which I think is just adorable. I love this. But let me show you these boots. These are the Edith Boots. These are Edwardian boots, and technically they're supposed to be, you know, acceptable for any time period, 1890s to 1920s. But look at this and tell me this is not the most perfect witch boot you have ever seen. And we all know that I like to do a bunch of witchy and witchy adjacent outfits, so eventually I was going to need to get something like these, and these are just perfect. These do come with two pairs of laces. So there's the laces that are already on, and then a secondary pair. They look to be a little bit thicker. They might just be a backup pair, but second pair of laces. So I'm gonna go ahead and try these on so we can see what they look like. These are laced up so tight. I'm afraid I'm gonna have to completely unlace the top part to just get these on over my calves. So I'm trying to loosen this up. They're stiff, but I mean, like that's what they would have been like, right? So I'm just gonna go through. I don't want to unlace them completely if I can help it, but I think I might not have a choice. All right, let's see if I can get this on. Spoiler alert, that was not enough, and yes, I am going to have to unlace these. These are going to be snug when they are on, that is for sure. So I'm going to need to at least unlace to the top of the foot. Hopefully that will be enough for me to get these shoes on. Ooh, that still might not quite be enough. I'm not gonna lie, putting these on feels a little bit like putting my foot in a corset. Like this lacing is kind of insane. I'm not sure quite how tight to do it, you know, because you still want to have some kind of motion and mobility, but you really, like, I don't even have enough lace to lace it all the way to the top unless I do this pretty tight most of the way up. and there's like barely enough at the top to do a tiny little bow. There we go. And here are the boots all laced up. So far so good. It might need to get broken in a little bit, but you notice that the length ends right below the widest part of your calf. So, you know, if you're somebody who's concerned about your big calves, it has like a little cut back here. So that way, you know, you don't have to really worry about that. I kind of like them. They do take forever to put on. So I'm going to just wear these around my house probably the rest of the day, because otherwise I'm going to just spend another, 10 minutes taking them off when I have just put them on. Overall, I love these boots. They are super, super cute, giving me these perfect witchy vibes. I mean, right? I will say I'm a little bit concerned about wearing them all day, especially to San Diego Comic-Con, just because, there's already miles and miles of walking. Anybody who's ever gone knows it's, you have to walk from your hotel to the shuttle, and from the shuttle to the convention center, and then just walking around the convention center is forever because it's just so big. And with these, it's not something where if my feet start to hurt, I can just pop them off and put something else on, because it's such an ordeal to get these shoes on and off. So I'm a little bit hesitant. I had really wanted to do this Agatha All Along cosplay, but I don't know, maybe that's for a smaller con that's kind of a shorter day. I don't know, we'll see. I haven't decided yet. The other thing I will say is that they are very, very narrow. Normally I wear a size 6.5 wide, and if I can't find it, then I'll get a 7. When I first started getting American Duchess shoes years ago, they didn't have their wide widths yet, and so I just would buy the size 7s, and I knew that the size 7s fit pretty well and they were pretty comfortable, and I was a little bit hesitant to go for the 6.5 wide because I already know how the 7s fit me. But with these, if you are a little bit unsure, go wide, go up. These are a very narrow shoe. And like I said, I am a little bit concerned how they would do after a full day of walking. But right now, I think I'm gonna go ahead and just, continue to wear them around the house because I love them and they're adorable. And I don't wanna spend the 10 minutes it's gonna take to get them off. You see it, right? Like the shoes aren't exactly the same, but they have the same vibe, right? Am I crazy? Anyway, thanks for watching.